Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day today. Well, since 3/4 of the world is currently in quarantine, I thought today, let's do a lesson. Turn off the Netflix, grab your guitar, and let's learn something new. So today we're going to look at 3 different ways to climb up your neck in style. Let's check them out and see what they sound like. So today we're using this incredible IBANEZ S Series Prestige, very cool guitar. From there we're plugging into the dual rectifier, and from the dual rec we're going into the Torpedo Captor X from 2 notes. Now I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but each one of those examples were interval jumps, which sound very different than scale runs. So that's one of the reasons why these things sound so cool. Now if you want the tab to go along with, you can grab that from my Patreon. I'll link to it above. Other than that, we'll be going note by note together. Let's jump in and check out example 1. All right, so let's start with example number 1. All right, so easier than it looks, especially once you slow it down. You'll realize there's not much to it. So what we're going to do is start on G, which is our 3rd fret, and we're going to be going up simply by power chords, root to a 5th. So root to a 5th, root to a 5th, root to a 5th, root to a 4th, root to a 5th, and then we do our little ending. So just power chord shapes, and you always start where you left off. So your ring finger here, your index goes to there, follow your ring finger, follow your ring finger. Here it's a little bit different, and then ring finger and end. So let's go through it really, really slow. So again, let's go a little bit faster, see if you can play along with me. A little bit faster. A little faster yet. Now you may notice I'm sometimes sliding into the next note. So when you're first learning it, if you want to just go directly from one note to the next without sliding, that's probably the easiest way. Like that. And then once you become comfortable with that, you could actually slide. Like that. And I mean, that's just a cool little lick by itself. You don't have to do the whole thing. You know, just using that little phrase. There's lots of cool little ideas you can do with that. Now, the thing I should mention is this note, this G, is not actually the root of the chord. You may have noticed when I was first playing it, I resolved it to a D chord. So the root note of this whole run is a D, which is the 5th string note. So that's the note you want to focus on. So if you're playing in a different key, I don't know, you can pick any key you want, but say we were up, I don't know, here on an F, then you would just start here and key in on that F. Right? Or a G or whatever key you're in, just make sure you know the notes on your 5th string because that's the root. So if we wanted to do it on a C, for example, obviously we'd key on here. We'd start on 1st fret because we need that power chord shape. I'll just sort of switch camera angles here. All right, so let's take a look at example number 2. Now again, we're staying away from scale runs, but what we're going to do is outline a 7th chord, a dominant 7. So, you know your D7, your A7, your E7, any of your bar chord 7s, that's what these notes outline. And the beautiful thing is, it's just a series of intervals, just like our first example. So let's cue in and take a closer look. Now this is one of my go-to phrases. I probably play it more than I should, but I really love it. So what we're going to do is start on 3rd fret, and we're going to go a tone, and then move diagonally, tone and a half, move diagonally, tone, tone and a half, tone, tone and a half. So we kind of move along the neck diagonally, which gives it a very, very cool sound. Now, 2nd string kind of messes it up a bit because it is a different interval than the rest of the strings. So when we get there, we'll talk about that. But basically, we're just going to go tone, tone and a half, tone, tone and a half. Now, instead of moving here diagonally, which would keep the pattern the same, we need to go up 1 fret. And we do our tone and tone and a half. And then you can end on the high A, because we are outlining an A7 chord. Now, you may have noticed the root note is not G, right? It's the 2nd note. So again, if you need to move this around, make sure you go by the 2nd note, right? So that's our A7. If we needed a B7, we would start here, and so on. Okay, so let's go through just on our A7, starting on 3rd fret, really slow, see if we can kind of play it, you know, smoothly together, nice and slow. A little bit faster. A little faster yet. And then, you know, depending on the speed of your tune, it sounds really nice when you can kind of just blaze through it. All right, so let's move on to example number 3. This time, we're moving by octaves. All right, so now we're moving up by octaves, which is a lot of fun. So we're going to be starting on 5th fret, which is an A note, okay? And that is the chord we're outlining. So unlike the other ones where we didn't start on the root note, on this example, we do. So if you wanted to play it on a G, you would just start on a G or an F or whatever you needed. So in this example, we're doing A, and we're going to do an octave. Okay, A to A. Then we slide up on 5th string and do an E to an E, 5th string to 3rd string, okay? And then we keep that pattern going. Now here we cannot do this shape because of good old 2nd string. We need to go wider to get our octave, all right? And that's B to an B. Then we slide up, and we do F sharp to an F sharp. Okay, so let's do it nice and slow. I'll see if I can get right zoomed in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's move up the speed a little bit, see if you guys can stick with me. A little bit faster. Again, if you guys want the tab for this, it'll be available on my Patreon. So what I'd love for you guys to do is learn one of these licks, or perhaps learn all 3, since unfortunately we all have a little extra time on our hands. Anyway, learn one of them, post it to Instagram, and tag me. It's just at Darrell Braun Guitar. Use the hashtag DBGQuarantineChallenge. If you do that, I'll swing by and say hi. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All my information, including the gear I use, will be in the video description below. Have yourself a great day.